Is it just me, or has fashion completely blurred the lines between gender? Everywhere you look, from streetwear to the red carpet, the once clear distinction between men's and women's dressing codes seems to be fading fast. What was once considered feminine or masculine has now become more of a shared style language where everyone can wear anything and call it fashion. And with this freedom comes a new wave of confusion and debate. Do trends today inspire genuine self expression, or do they just leave us more confused about identity and intention? So, in today's video, we're going to be unpacking how style has evolved, and we're going to be able to find out what it says about our generation, and we are going to be able to see if these merging dressing codes are empowering or just erasing something deeper. Now, hello and welcome into this space where I consider it my responsibility to feed, grow, and nurture your curiosity. And I hope that the satisfaction that comes with that gives you the conviction to take the next step, subscribe so that you're not left out in this journey of growth. Let's just be honest, fashion has always evolved. From baggy jeans to skinny pants, from long skirts to ripped ones, every generation has always had its own statements. But recently, the conversation isn't just about dressing and style anymore. It's about identity. From men wearing skirts, women rocking in oversized suits, brands removing gender labels, the world is redefining what dressing means. And that might appear powerful, breaking old stereotypes and allowing people space to be themselves. But it also raises questions. Because are we really dressing to genuinely express who we are, or are we just dressing to fit into a trend? Because it's really becoming hard to identify someone's gender from behind, and not just behind. Face to face from afar is also becoming a challenge. But this is where the main problem lies. Are we celebrating individuality, or are we blending into a one uniform look that's supposed to scream freedom but somehow ends up looking confusing?
So I just saw this video of a feminine man saying that the straight man, once finding out he was actually a man and not a woman, pulled over and said, "Are you okay if I take you home?"
Just had a man pick me up for a date. He asked me if I was a man in the car. I said yes. This man turns around and takes me back home. He proceeds to tell me in the car, I don't really know how to ask this, or, I really just don't know how to bring this up, but are you a man? And I looked at him and I was like, yes, I am. I'm just a very feminine man. He pulls over and he's like, I just want to sit over and just kind of talk.
And the feminine man proceeded to say that the masculine man had fragile masculinity. Basically, this guy has long hair, nails, makeup, clothes, and they're presenting as a female. He had met this other guy in the club where it's very dark, and he said that they had kissed, and that after that they had been texting for about a week. They go on the date. The masculine man is very into the other person who they think is a woman. Everything seems normal, and then the masculine man says, "I don't know why, I just had an inkling, but I have to ask, are you a man?" And the person says, "Yes, I am a man. I'm a very feminine man." So the guy pulls over and said, "I've never been in this situation before. It's just something I'm not into. Do you mind if I take you home?" He didn't insult him. He didn't yell. He was calm and polite, which I know most straight men wouldn't do if they just found out they had made out with a man who didn't tell them they were a man. And the fact that he handled it with maturity should be respected, not mocked. Here's the thing, if you know someone thinks you're a woman and you're not, that's something you should tell them on the first date. This man's not even claiming to be a trans woman. He's saying he's a feminine man who's presenting as a woman. You can't talk for a week, make out, go out, and then shocked when they're confused. That's not oppression, that's miscommunication. And then when people called him out on not being accountable, this is what he said.
So I just didn't feel the need to be like, "Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Donnie, I'm a man." No one's gonna do that. Y'all don't go up to people and be like, "Oh my God, hi, my name is Shaquila and I'm a woman."
Well, I don't have to tell people I'm a woman because I am a woman and I'm presenting as a woman. You're a man. A man presenting to be a woman, not even claiming that you're a woman. You still very much acknowledge that you're a man. Being straight isn't fragile. It's just a preference. You can identify as however you want, but you can't control what people are attracted to.
Personally, I think that expression is beautiful. Now stay with me. But it's even more beautiful when you know who you are, right? It catches pure admiration when it's authentic. See, expression shouldn't come from rebellion and pressure alone. It should come from knowing who you are. When you know your identity, your dressing does not define you, it reflects you. And that is why I think that the real crisis isn't what men or women wear. The real crisis is, are we making fashion statements or are fashion statements making us? And now that's a problem. Back in them good old days, that was the exact purpose of dressing, to reflect you, but not define you. Because right now it feels like everything is just everywhere. And dressing, it's as a result of pressure and rebellion.
Did you know that it was forbidden for women to wear pants? Let's go back into history and see why. Throughout history, wearing dresses and skirts was a societal norm because modesty was emphasized. Dresses and skirts has always symbolized femininity. It has always been women's attire, never pants. Did you know that it was illegal for women to wear pants in the 19th and 20th century? From trousers, tunics, breeches, and pants, they were all associated with male labor. So it was not ideal for women to wear pants.
Real style isn't about blending in or standing out. It's about knowing who you are, even when the world can't decide what's in and what's out.